There are over thousands of different kinds of mushrooms, which are fungi and carry many specific benefits to human health. The inclusion of mushrooms and fungi in one's diet can positively affect the health of the user. Depending on what kind of mushroom that it is, can carry specific benefits for human health. Depending on where you live, your culture, you may enjoy a variety of mushrooms in your cuisine as a culinary ingredient that cannot be matched by another vegetable or fruit. However, in Asian communities, the cuisines reflect mushrooms not only for eating, but for also medicine that dates back hundreds, if not thousands of years. Mushrooms, just like plants, contain indigestible fibers. These dietary fibers are beneficial for internal human health, including maintaining a proper digestion and aiding in blood cholesterol levels and blood glucose levels. A high fiber diet can be beneficial for other areas of your health, including a prevention strategy against heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and cancers. The varieties of mushrooms differ in their composition, such as the amount of fibers, proteins, and other micronutrients. Some species of mushrooms can account up to 70% of their total weight in these fibrous materials. Therefore, getting fiber from mushrooms is a good way to ensure that you meet your requirement of fiber per day. Now, the composition of fungi contains not only fibers, but other structures that are beneficial for your human health. Specifically, mushrooms contain compositions such as oligosaccharides and polysaccharide structures, which make up a percentage of their total weight. Now, these structures come from what's called a beta-glucan, which can form as immunomodulators, helping to stay strong and have a strong immune system. Studies in vivo looked at breast cancer cells and leukemia cells, showed direct inhibitions of these cellular activities due to the agents inside the mushrooms. The potential for biopharmacological effects from mushrooms is significant enough to have an industry of supplements and dietary products made from these mushrooms. In addition, the maitake mushroom specifically is potent against cancer cells. Researchers looked at studies on mice showing cancer tumor suppression from the inclusion of maitake mushrooms in their diets. Not only do maitake mushrooms help with these diseases, but also diabetic patients can benefit from a mushroom filled diet. Now, these mushrooms were researched with mice, showing that eating maitake can help control the blood glucose levels and blood pressure levels. Now, considering that the worldwide number of people who have pre-diabetic or diabetic concerns, as well as including all of those who have high blood pressure, eating maitake mushrooms gives a high benefit ratio to their health. Other promising notations from scientific studies, including certain mushrooms that are able to help with liver injury and damage in mice studies. Certain species of mushrooms have properties that cannot be found and replicated in other mushrooms. For example, the P. tuberregium species of edible forest mushroom is able to scavenge for oxidative cancer species in the liver as well as the DNA structures. This species of mushroom, when eaten, as well travels inside the intestines, and studies show that it can aid with the digestive absorption of certain minerals through the digestive tract, such as calcium and potassium. Furthermore, the Yamabushitake mushroom has specific notable benefits for the human body. Studies show when mice eat a diet adjusted with Yamabu shiitake mushrooms, researchers found something significant to their muscle fibers. A diet including these mushrooms up-regulated the activity of their muscle cells, seeing an improvement in muscular endurance. Specific micronutrients which activate these muscle cells in their skeleton. Researchers showed that mice were fed a 5% diet with these Yamabushitake mushrooms increased muscular endurance. Now, even though this is a mice controlled study, application to humans from such studies are common practice as our systems parallel in many ways. Studies on edible mushrooms show they can help with mental impairment, specifically the Yamabushitake mushroom. This mushroom was studied on humans, found that these taking mushrooms in pill form, now 3 times a day with each meal. Research shows positive associations for each group that ate mushrooms at the 8, 12, and 16-week mark. Studies show that these people who included Yamabushitake mushrooms in their diet improved scores on their mental ability and cognitive impairment tests. This mushroom in particular is known for aiding in memory, helping those who have memory impairments. In the future, the multiple benefits from mushrooms in their differing varieties can be explored easier into the realms of human health. In aiding to regenerating brain cells and memory, mushrooms have been found to aid in depression and anxiety symptoms in general. As depression is the leading mental illness globally, a diet rich in these mushrooms can bring a world of benefit without any synthetic treatments, which usually come with additional side effects. More ways to incorporate mushrooms into your diet is easy as adding it as a culinary ingredient. Now, check out my website for the full recipe using Yamai Bushitake mushrooms, which is also known as lion's mane mushroom for its silky hair-like texture. Now, this mushroom can be easily mimicked as crab in a favorite dish. And at my website, we have the Yamabushitake crab pizza as well, made with vegan cheddar cheese. Now, this is just a general overview of mushrooms. Certainly, there are other plenty beneficial side effects of mushrooms, as well as what we covered. So, for more information, check out my website, which has the full blog version of this video, as well as plenty other recipes featuring mushrooms. Now, if you prefer to streamline the whole process, there are supplements for these fungi. Specifically, check out the link below from the company called FreshCap, which is a company that supplies anything from Yamabushitake, Maitake, Reishi, Shaga, as well as blends in supplement form. So check out there more down below. You guys have a great day and keep it vegan, y'all.